Asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu walaalayaal waan is salaamay walaalkiina muumani channelka kiribto ku taajir kusoo dhawaada again insha allah waxaan kis yar inila socodsiinaa bitcoin you could also bitcoin this analysis kan waa ku isticmaali kartaa the other ones but let's just focus on bitcoin so that at least insha allah you can know hadhowti qiyaasta kale kooniyaasha kale waxaa isdhihi kartid meel isleedana karaasitid on a weekly basis, mashallah, this thing, I mean, it hasn't been looking that bad. Waa iska roon yahay, but to be honest, waxaa ka jirta cabsi xuna ka jirta suuqa la isdhahayo bahalkaneeto inuu yahay, bull trap oo yahay oo suuqa oo laisku soo daadi rabo. Haddii bull trap noqdona wuxuu noqon doonaa the most huge bull trap ugu weynaa because almost wuxuu soo sameeyay percentage fiican. Haddii lasoo fiiriyo from the bottom up to where it's at right now, it's almost 35% increase oo soo sameeyay. So it's right now, هذه app you receipt on your weekly basis arisaga هذه app you receipt on a weekly basis balkan it's actually let's just enlarge in that as sort of so that in that if so you can actually see that this is coming up to a resistance where there's a likelihood of rejection meesha neto kasoo noqon doono. So for now to become actually a bull trap san noqonin, there are several things, remove drawings, several things that u baahan. So on a weekly basis definitely waxa u baahan tahay BTC to go above this. If you see it actually, so noqonayo or rejection or kasoo dhacay, so that definitely tells you, suuqa waxyariis oo soo daado doono. So daadashadana seeto it's not gonna look bad. At least so daadasho fiican aa noqoto, there's the expectation or next bahalkii la dhahay the best points, is 55 or 50 laga dhigi doono 75 laga soo raabi doono ama 75 oo ahaa doono. So one of those 75 to 50 haddii oo noqdo BTC waxaa arkaysaa at least a continuation ilaa 28,000 kaaseeto or even to 30,000 inuu soo taabo doono. So labadaas mid laga filayaa the best points haddii uu soo yiraahdo, and if this was a bull trap, definitely waxaa waa soo daadashaa jirto, but the volume actually haddii ala fiiriyo volume is not looking bad. But let's go back down to on a daily basis. I've here in measure the BTC Mara, it hasn't even gone above it. So we are still watching this box. This box in itself, so it hasn't even gone out of this box to be confident and say, hey, Balkan BTC, it's actually going to retest this previous resistance candidate, which is about 28,000. So right now it's just hitting really slowly, 24,200 kaseto or so GB or C socdo or 25,000 as a resistance or so tapto, but it looks very weak on a volume wise. So there is this volume push or now what can I call it the next daily BTC volume or below. So we have to wait until very soon. Let's see when the market opens up and see how much of a pump or so they don't know when the market opens up, or is it going to be at least a dump. So that is your daily wise. It's not, I mean, really waxa u sii dhiman BTC, it's actually showing some momentum here, continuation of momentum at least. You can also do that the same waxaa ka fiiri kartaa dhinacii your daily wise. So for me to BTC for a good retracement, this will be a really soft landing. Meesha to 20,700 kan inuu kusoo noqdo. This will show me at least a soft landing. Wuxuu ku ahay able, wuxuu ku ahay support fiican. Here there was like a buy and a sell ka jirtay. So you can maybe find this as a support and resistance in the 4-hour ka heli kartaa. So meesha at least wuxuu ku fadhiya what do you call a soft landing instead of BTC oo saas kor u kacay oo sameeyey bahalkii la yiraahdo sharp waxay yiraahdaan bahalkan sharp exponential move kor u kacay without even actually testing the line. So kaas waa laga roon yahay. The other one is much more trustworthy, liskugu hubi karo la dhihi karo, what BTC meeshanet waa iskugu huba, waa trade waa kusii gala waan kasii raacaya. So one scenario, let's just remove everything. Remove drawings. We have removed drawings. So on a 4-hourly basis, the daily basis right now is still struggling. Waxa u baahannahay for it to actually beat this one price la sugaysid aad daawanaysid for it to actually to break your next resistance is 100% waxa waaye the 25,000. This 25,000 8.5 kaneta wuxuu ku fadhiya a really good resistance, waa psychological resistance waaye at the same time. And then that's the next resistance ala sii sugaa waa 28,000. There is a small resistance in between u dhexeyso, but those are like waxa waaye wixii la yiraahdo a smaller time frame resistance. But on a daily time frame, we are looking at a 25,000, and the next resistance you're looking at 28,000 caseto. But on a smaller time frames, Hasugo is at 24,200. So that is where it's actually trying to retest every time, try to break that resistance. So GBA, so GBA resistance which is 23,000 caneto, $300 or so GBA. So right now the question is, would that be a support on a daily basis? On a slower time frame, kaas mo daily support ahaan ma uu ku noqonaya 23gaas ma soo taawana, and then does it go, or will it make a higher high, or will it make a lower high? So that is laba wax la fiirinayo. So one thing, BTC and right hadertan or itusinoyo for me, there's two things itusinoyo. One thing, the very first thing itusinoyo, there is a reversal coming anytime soon. Reversal be maybe right now hadertan hadlayo, maybe this is where actually the reversal starts. So noqoshada, which is a little bit back test or throwback waxay dhahaan inuu suuqa gadaal wax yariis loo soo celiyo, lasoo daadiyo from that 24,000 back to 23,300. So that would be at least a waxyaalo la isku ligi karo, hey, okay, BTC was so that, and now you have a continuation. Then you can say, oh, okay, bahalkaneeto bull trap musan ahayn, it was actually a bullish momentum soo noqday, that the price will keep continuing to a certain place, or wax yariis hadhowti laga soo celi doono. That is one way loo fiiriyo. For it not to be for you to be able to take that trade, waa sugi kartaa on a daily basis, waxaa dhigi kartaa, okay, 23,300 caseto, it would be a good support. I'm going to take my trade kega measures ka galaya for retest to 25. Or you can be safer and say, you know what, I'm not even going to melasha setum kusugaye. So there is this kusugi girted, which is a 0.618, 22,200 caseto. So the reason why I say 22,000, so let's just delete that. Now we have two things. We have one, we have double top, right? We have double top, several few things, and Fiorino and Hoyo bearish haso galay, at least a pullback, haso galay a throwback signal for somebody to, if somebody wanted to take a short sell in asuqa doro ugalo. These are the things la fiirinayo anigan a fiirsanayo, or and I'm actually thinking, like contemplating zaya u fikiro ina long and kujiro long almost 90% wa ka baxay. Waxaa rabaa inaan hadda meeshan aan short ka soo galo, but I still need to see if it's going to pump it or not. So most likely short kega waxaa gelinaya 20% as I talk right now. Ina meeshan at 20% I geliyo, ado kor igu kaco another 20%, and then put my stop loss markaaseeto ina short kega ka baxo, oo longiga iska sii hasto. Longiga inuu iskagu jira because 20% oo long igu hartay. I think 90 to 80% adi waa ka saari oo long. So 20% long meesha igu jirto. That now 20% of short arawa inaan inta kusoo bilaabo, and then waxaa sameyna wax la dhaho scale in, haddoo hoos usii socda inta le kasii galaya until another target aan ku leeyahay. So this is one thing aan ujeedo, double top. That is one of reversal signs la sameeyo, and at the same time you can actually see that this thing is actually doing a really good consolidation into kusameno, yeah. So that consolidation, you can also look it as a bull flag. Technically not a bull flag. I mean, let's see, bull flag ma la dhihi karaa on a, yeah, I mean waxayris waa dhihi kartaa. You can argue, hey, this is a bull flag. Bull flag waa dhihi kartaa. You can just put the flag right there. Waxaa dhihi kartaa, okay, you know what, I'm actually going to trade long, dhinaca longa u galaya. So there is that. There is this bull flag. You can chat saas oo fiiri kartaa bull flag, but aniga waxaa fiirsanaya 1 2, which is my double top. And another thing I fiirsanayo is my RSI. RSI giga is actually showing me a good reversal. Let me just delete that. RSI ga wuxuu i tusinaya haddii inta RSI ga aa fiirisid, we have a bearish divergence. So that is a good, because you have a bearish divergence comes in when you have your price going high, price kaadu kor u socda. Let's just remove everything, remove drawing. We need some clean drawings, at least aragtin inshallah. Inta waxaa haasana high high, no, lower lows, and you have a higher high. So you have this thing your bearish divergence, bullish divergence hoos aa laga raadiya, bearish divergence you're looking from the top. Price keeps going up, it makes a higher high, it keeps making a higher high. So this is high and this is a higher high. But if you look here, wuxuu sameynayaa high, high low, and another high low oo sameynaya. So that tells you the momentum, the price are shifting opposite to each other. They are contrary to each other. So meesha kale oo suuqa kor u socda, momentum kan hoos u soo socda. So that means actually steam kii oo suuqa ayaa ka dhimanayo. However, remember marka bearishka lagu jiray, bearishka every time wuxuu tusinaya bullish divergence, and bahalkaneeto was just going down. So this momentum indicator, it's just an indicator for you to understand, hey, the momentum actually is slowly dying off. So those are two things that aniga afiriyay that I'm saying, you know what, Meshaneto is profit taking. I'm actually getting the opportunity of a short in Uso Galayo, low, and this bearish divergence ku aragnay. Waxaa kalena aragnay almost like a double top, close to double top or so tapped, and it's also acting as a resistance from the previous one. This is the second time also the one I mentioned it. I mean, clearly, if you even bring it, if you bring it to the body, it will touch your weak. Here is your body, here's your weak. It's not looking too great to say balkanet will see soconoya. One thing I can argue is maybe waxa arko sale a bull flag, but you also looking at your bearishness side no wakaradinosa. Another thing ujedo meshanet to firsano is also the decrease in actually volume. So you have your volume, you have this decrease in volume and you have increase in price. So volume price analysis wuxuu ku leeyahay, when you have your volume increasing and when you have your price increasing and your volume is actually decreasing, you're losing steam. You're losing steam in your continuation kaneto toward manuya. So this is actually not a proper way to look at it. Instead, waxaa loo fiiriyaa dhinaca consolidation and maybe a dump. Um, dampna markaa dhahay kama wadi daadasho xun, waxaa ka wada at least a pullback yarisa ka wada. So that is at least one thing I'm looking at. This is on a lower time frame. This is hourly time frame aka fiirinoya. That volume kaseto, I'm not looking at the daily. Daily looks really not bad. Daily on a volume wise hadii aka fiirisid, there's this continuation of a volume. Yeah, there's two stepwise, another two stepwise. There was a slow waxa la yiraahdo slow sell off, volume decreasing, and price going down. So that tells you the momentum of a sell-off in Ottomano, and volume picking up and price picking up, that this is a continuation. So on a daily basis, your volume is not bad. What you are looking at right now, how are you 4 hourly and your hourly trading? So this is more like, hey, in the couple 4 hours or in the couple 3 hours or maybe 16 hours, وحاربتا in August sell, and that's how you look at it and that's how you take a trade. Lastly, waxaa in a kudhammaystiro, if this thing, let's say this thing was intuusan soo kicin, hore uusan u soo kicin, wuxuu ku jiri jiray on a channel. It was in a good channel oo ku jiray, like this was the channel that was in. um, this is in my previous video aan jeclahay inaan kasoo hadlay dhinaca neto. No, let's not reset it. And we had this guy, you had this sharp incline, and you also had that. This is a sharp incline ujeda. You had that before it wasn't so jibini. So definitely you can see that it actually targeted the bottom. Once or channel ki kaso bahay, you had your channel line. If you're watching the videos on for educational purpose or waxbarashada meesha u dhigi, this is your trend. Just put it on top. At least I'm just trying to go through it. This is not like 100%, but seeing in your body, touch your weeks and touch your body instead of crossing your body. Before intosan soda, then bahalkan or channel kan also so semenin. This thing was definitely touching here, and it was touching meshanet. It was touching here, so it actually broke it. Marko so GB the channel, and you can see the volume kukuso GB volume kukuso GB. Definitely that's a continuation. Your target wuxuu yahay meeshaaseeto oo targetkaaga uu yahay. Sometimes it's inta targetka meelahaas ka raadi lahayd, targetka meelahana laga raadiya waa laga baxaa, intaan kalena waa la iska dhaafaa if you actually on a sell side. Now on a buy side, look at it, channel fiican uu kusoo jiray, you broke this, you channelkana kasoo baxday, you broke it with a really good volume. I mean, look at it. So volume fiicana ugu soo baxday, channelkia soo jibisay, definitely a continuation. That tells you this is your target. For this channel, this was your target. you're not even expecting wax kale faa'iido kale ma sii raadinaysid. If you entered anything above this channel kaneeto laga soo baxayo, it was resistance, 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 and now wuxuu ku yahay support oo intu ku yahay. So you actually broke this out. This was a place you're actually testing. This is your retest gaada intuu noqday. So definitely meeshaana profit taking kaada ku noqonaya. So now you're waiting for this channel, for this thing to actually develop another channel, which is more like that. Retest back oo hoos usoo sameeyo, or even this I think usoo jibi doona laazim anytime soon on that on an hourly basis ka hadlaya. So one thing, bullish trap, for it not to be a bullish trap, this is where I would put in my next buys. Haddii aad long u sugaysid, this is definitely your next buys. Once BTC comes as low as 0.618, 22,000. Because definitely you're looking at your wixii la yiraahdo, I forgot what was the name. Man, waxay yiraahdaa shaqa ka imaada kiis yar waa iska daalanahay. Waxay ii tahay 4 saac iyo bar. Beri subaxna 12 saacna shaqa la garawaa. Masha Allah. Your previously high low. This is your high. This is your high oo noqday. But definitely you do not want to beat this low ganeto. You do not want to come below this low. Definitely. In a hostess can a host and so jibisid marat. Maybe you want to have a double bottom and go, but if you do not do that and you end up breaking it, and so jibisid, that definitely confirms 100% wuxuu ku leeyahay, it was a bull trap and we are back to 17 and even lower. So for it to continue the bullish momentum kaseto or another entry isleedahay ka raadinaysaa, is that for it to make at least another higher low. This is low, this is higher low, and this is another low high iska dhacday. Waa isdhaafsiinaya. So this is definitely you want your low high right here. Meeshana u baahan tahay. Even you can see how close it is. I mean, you also have it right there as a support. So you want that. That is something Firinoyo, and right now it's on a bearish side for a sell, which is a good opportunity for a sell to come back down again to almost 22,200 Kaneto to at least make another re-entry, because you've already claimed this 23,300 cassette and 55. You've claimed it to show Mesha Seto Inoku a high resistance, a support, and you want to come back test it, profit taking, suuqa ka soo noqo, and at least waxaa laga rabaa volume-ka inuu noqdo. For example, it has to come down with a small volume like that. This place, you need to have a sell-off that's showing you a volume. It's actually, your volume needs to decrease, and you also need to see a decrease over here up to this place. Then markaasa waxaa dhigi kartaa and then go back up. Once it does that, waxaa dhigi karnaa for sure a confidence. This thing was not a bull trap. Wuxuu ahaa a bullish momentum ahaa, and that bullish momentum is going to continue until we see other signs of a reversal. I hope, inshallah, that helps you at least on the basis of Manta, تاريخ 7:28, 10:30 p.m. Those are those are how I look at it, Arisaiga, and just by just looking at the chart. waxyaalo kalan badan oo waa fiiriya hadda maadaama waqti badan uma hay. Another one trade kayga aan zaaid markoo aan ku galo waxaa waaye, this is also your hourly basis on a support. This is your support. Aku fadhiisid arag 22,400 kaseeto. Haddaan waxaa soo aragnay 22,200. Iyo midda kale, another one good support asoo ilow numberka waxa ay 21,700. So those are two back tests, or that you can actually confirm and say, below that bahalkaneto waa ka baxaya, I'm going to stay out of it. Don't GBO, because we are going to go down. It actually invalidated the bulky bullish momentum kaseto. And this is also a 200 simple moving average. This guy 200 simple moving average, 200 moving average kadi. meesha 100 simple moving average, 200 moving average. Look at the meesha ku fadhiyaan, almost wuxuu ku fadhiya exactly close to meeshii retestka of your local high. So yeah, xarafka raadina wuxuu ahaa your local high and local low. So you're actually waiting on a local high, which is low high low. Can I kasaro last one? Another thing I feel you aniga. These are like really really quick short trades. Sometimes they could invalidate. Sometimes they could actually validate you. The reason is how I 2 minute trade. It's a 5 minute trade and radio. Always wahafiria. This is the 200. This is the 20, and this is the 200. So balkan haddii hoos u imaado, it comes underneath this 200 kanit oo imaado, and this 20 MA wuxuu usoo daadanaya, saas usoo daadanaya. That is where I enter sell to send the price below. But right now it's actually showing me otherwise. Wuxuu dhahoya, hey, 2 SMA kor u socda, 20 SMA gana usoo dhawaaday. That is also where I found a trade meeshaanito aan kasoo arkay previously. So right now it's actually 20 MA, 200 SMA has catch up with this one. Now it's actually flat. That means this thing is going to turn down and come underneath it if there's no pump. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Walaalyaal kusoo dhawaada walaalkiina Momani channelka Crypto ku taajir. Inshallah, hit the sub, hit the like button, kaseto. Wax ma kuu joogo, just like it. Even if you don't like it, write down in the comment, tell me waxaan ka jeclaanin, so that inshallah aan ka bedelo. Aniga meeshaanayto wax aa ku baranayo, adigan waxa iga ka baranaysid. Waas caawinayna. Jazakumullah khair. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.